The Book of Jubilees, chapter 4. And in the third week, in the second Jubilee, she gave birth to Cain. And in the fourth, she gave birth to Abel. And in the fifth, she gave birth to her daughter, Awan. And in the first year of the third Jubilee, Cain slew Abel, because I am accepted the sacrifice of Abel, and did not accept the offering of Cain. And he slew him in the field, and his blood cried from the ground to heaven, complaining because he had slain him. And the Most High reproved Cain because of Abel, because he had slain him. And he made him a fugitive on the earth because of the blood of his brother, and he cursed him upon the earth. And on this account it is written on the heavenly tables, Cursed is he who smites his neighbor treacherously. And let those who have seen and heard say, So be it. And let the man who has seen and not declared it, let him be accursed as the other. So basically, verse 5 of chapter 4 is letting you know that that whole saying of snitches get stitches and don't be a snitch and this and that. Listen, verse 5 is letting you know that you're supposed to righteously snitch. You know what I'm saying? To the Most High. You're supposed to tell the Most High everything and anything. Now, as far as being unrighteous, an unrighteous snitch, like Judas was in the book of Matthews, that's different. You know what I'm saying? To get a holy man crucified for no reason, that's wicked. Now, telling about a righteous man that just has been slain for no apparent reason, that's righteous in the sight of the Most High. So don't ever take that whole saying snitches get stitches and snitches this and that. No, man. All those sayings are earthly sayings. Don't bring those earthly sayings into heavenly problems. Continuing. And for this reason, we announce when we come before I am our power, all the sin which is committed in heaven and on earth, and in light and in darkness, and everywhere. And Adam and his wife mourned for Abel 4 weeks of years, and in the 4th year of the 5th week they became joyful. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare him a son, and he called his name Seth. For he said, I am has raised up a second seed unto us on the earth instead of Abel. For Cain slew him, and in the 6th week he begot his daughter Azurah. And Cain took Awan his sister to be his wife, and she bare him Enoch at the close of the 4th Jubilee. Wow, I have to just pause real quick, y'all. Like, I never knew these things, and I'm so glad I'm reading the Book of Jubilees to be informed. Now, everybody, including myself, knew about all of Adam's sons, but we never knew, well, I never knew about Adam's daughters. You know what I'm saying? Awan and Azurah. And that's powerful to even know these things. And in the first year of the 1st week of the 5th Jubilee, houses were built on the earth. And Cain built a city and called its name after the name of his son Enoch. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she bare yet 9 sons. And in the 5th week of the 5th Jubilee, Seth took Azurah his sister to be his wife. And in the 4th year of the 6th week, she bare him Enos. He began to call on the name of I am on the earth. And in the 7th Jubilee, in the 3rd week, Enos took Noam his sister to be his wife. And she bare him a son in the 3rd year of the 5th week. And he called his name Kenan. And at the close of the 8th Jubilee, Kenan took Meleleth his sister to be his wife. And she bare him a son in the 9th Jubilee, in the 1st week, in the 3rd year of this week. And he called his name Mahalalel. And in the 2nd week of the 10th Jubilee, Mahalalel took unto him to wife Dinah, the daughter of Barachiel, the daughter of his father's brother. And she bare him a son in the 3rd week, in the 6th year. And he called his name Jared. For in his days the angels of I am descended on the earth. Those who are named the Watchers, that they should instruct the children of men, and that they should do judgment and uprightness on the earth. And in the 7th Jubilee Jared took to himself a wife, and her name was Barakah, the daughter of Rasujal, a daughter of his father's brother, in the 4th week of this Jubilee. And she bare him a son in the 5th week, in the 4th year of the Jubilee. And he called his name Enoch. And he was the first among men that are born on earth, who learnt writings and knowledge and wisdom, and who wrote down the signs of heaven according to the order of their months in a book, that men might know the seasons of the years according to the order of their separate months. And he was the first to write a testimony, and he testified to the sons of men among the generations of the earth, and recounted the weeks of the Jubilees, and made known to them the days of the years, and set in order the months, and recounted the Sabbaths of the years, as we made them known to him. And what was, and what will be, he saw in a vision of his sleep. And it will happen to the children of men throughout their generations until the day of judgment. He saw and understood everything, and wrote his testimony, and placed the testimony on earth for all the children of men, and for all their generations. And in the 12th Jubilee, in the 7th week thereof, he took to him a wife, and her name was Edni, the daughter of Denel, the daughter of his father's brother. And in the 6th year, in this week, she bare him a son, and he called his name Methuselah. And he was moreover with the angels of I Am these 6 Jubilees of years, and they showed him everything which is on earth and in the heavens, and the rule of the sun, and he wrote down everything. And he testified to the watchers who had sinned with the daughters of men, for these had begun to unite themselves, so as to be defiled with the daughters of men. And Enoch testified against them all, and he was taken amongst the children of men. And we conducted him into the Garden of Eden in majesty and honor. And behold, there he writes down the condemnation and judgment of the world, and all the wickedness of the children of men. And on account of it, the Most High I Am brought the waters of the flood upon all the land of Eden. For there he was set as a sign, and that he should testify against all the children of men, that he should recount all the deeds of the generations until the day of condemnation. And he burnt the incense of the sanctuary, even sweet spices, acceptable before I Am on the mount. For the Most High has 4 places on the earth, the Garden of Eden, and the Mount of the East, and this mountain on which thou art this day, Mount Sinai, and Mount Zion, which will be sanctified in the new creation for a sanctification of the earth. Through it will the earth be sanctified from all its guilt and its uncleanness throughout the generations of the world. And in the 14th Jubilee, Methuselah took unto himself a wife, Edna, the daughter of Azriel, the daughter of his father's brother, in the 3rd week, in the 1st year of this week. And he begot a son, and called his name Lamech. And in the 15th Jubilee, in the 3rd week, Lamech took to himself a wife, and her name was Betanos, the daughter of Barakil, the daughter of his father's brother. And in this week she bare him a son, and he called his name Noah, saying, This one will comfort me for my trouble in all my work, and for the ground which I Am hath cursed. And at the close of the 19th Jubilee, in the 7th week, in the 6th year thereof, Adam died, and all his sons buried him in the land of his creation, and he was the first to be buried in the earth. And he lacked 70 years of 1,000 years. For 1,000 years is as one day in the testimony of the heavens, and therefore was it written concerning the tree of knowledge. On the day that ye eat thereof, ye will die. For this reason he did not complete the years of this day, for he died during it. At the close of the Jubilee, Cain was killed after him in the same year, for his house fell upon him, and he died in the midst of his house. And he was killed by its stones. For with a stone he had killed Abel, and by a stone was he killed in righteous judgment. Woo! praise. This just goes to show that the Most High, literally, whatever you do, it comes back to you. And this is showing an example right here of how Cain died. Let me repeat that. After the close of this Jubilee, Cain was killed after him in the same year, for his house fell upon him, and he died in the midst of his house, and he was killed by its stones. For with a stone he had killed Abel, and by a stone was he killed in righteous judgment. All praise. For this reason it was ordained on the heavenly tables, with the instrument with which a man kills his neighbor, with the same shall he be killed. After the manner that he wounded him, in like manner shall they deal with him. And in the 25th Jubilee, Noah took to himself a wife, and her name was Emzara, the daughter of Rachel, the daughter of his father's brother, in the first year, in the 5th week. And in the 3rd year thereof she bare him Shem. In the 5th year thereof she bare him Ham. And in the 1st year, in the 6th week, she bare him Japheth. All praise to the power of the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Father, I am that I am, for creating such a beautiful creation, which is called earth, and for him creating such a beautiful creation, which are called human beings. You know what I'm saying? Because us as human beings, we have spiritual powers that no other creatures on this earth has. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High has favor with the humans, because he made humans from earth, from the dust. You know what I'm saying? And he made us in such a special way that he gives us spiritual powers in those special ways. I mean, and my head is throbbing right now, not in a bad way, but in an excellent, beautiful, righteous way. You know what I'm saying? Just because of all the downloaded knowledge from reading this chapter that I've came to understand, you know what I'm saying, including the names of the daughters of Adam and Eve, because we always know the sons, but we never know the daughters' names. You know what I'm saying? And another beautiful fact I never knew about, according to this book, is that Enoch currently resides in the Garden of Eden. You know what I'm saying? Writing down all the judgments of the earth. And that's another beautiful fact that these wicked ones took out of our ancient Bible. And also, it kind of blew my mind. I had to kind of pause the reading because one of the sons of Adam is my name, y'all. Like, one of the sons of Adam is my name. And then another thing that I've looked up a while back, because I was wondering, what's the meaning of my name? I looked up the meaning of my name, and my name basically means ancient in Irish. I never knew that either. But I was always wondering, why does my name mean ancient in Irish? And boom, this goes to prove why my name means ancient in Irish. Because my name was an ancient name that Adam and Eve gave to one of their sons. So, I mean, just knowing that fact and knowing the fact that I'm reading this on the Sabbath day, that's, to me, it feels like that's my blessing today on this Sabbath, is to know that my name was one of the names that Adam and Eve chose to name their son. You know what I'm saying? With all that being said, all praise to the power of the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Father, I am that I am, and for him sending his only begotten son in these last trying days, aka Jacob's trouble, to finally come and redeem both the lost sheep of the house of Israel. First priority. Second priority is the righteous Gentiles that cleave unto Israel, that follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Torah, and that try to live a righteous life to the best of their ability. All praise. Stay up, Israel. Keep your head up in these trying times. Shalom.